Is there any continuity between our current bear market and bear markets of the past? And if so, what should we expect from stock market valuations and anything else?
Yeah, every bear market is different, but there are similar characteristics. Part of the similarities are you're dealing with people who behave in particular ways given the context that they're in. So some bear markets have sort of inflation in the backdrop. This could be like the 1968 to 1982 bear market, in which case inflation is increasing and the consumer is under more and more pressure to make ends meet. They're running out of money before they're running through the end of the month. And there was a concern at that point, clearly with employment. And so we don't have those exact same situations today. Maybe the employment situation softens, but 3.5% inflate at it. 3.5% in terms of employment, that's pretty low. So we have inflation. We don't have the job loss pressure as of yet. Mm-hmm. Similarities and differences. That's very different than what we had sort of during the recession and depression of 1921 or of 1929, probably better known. 21 is almost forgotten. 29 is never going to be forgotten. You had an 89% decline in stocks, right? And that's sort of scarred into the minds of investors in that era. When you went down that road of 89% losses, 1929, you didn't get back to break even. Just to break even until 1953.
Wow.
Okay, so those were sort of deflationary dynamics. In the inflationary environment, you didn't see the catastrophic 89% decline, but what you did see was, say, a 30 to 35% decline in equity prices, and then in terms of real returns, you started losing 3, 5, 8, 10% from inflation losses on top of that. So by the time you got to the end of the period, 1982, 68 to 82, your losses were worse than the Great Depression in real terms because of the inflationary hit. But it didn't seem as catastrophic. So it didn't impact psychology exactly the same way. So I think the first thing to say is what's the background context and what can we learn from the varying inputs. And yeah, I think that this is more similar to the 68 to 82 period, but with still some differences.